all those rumors about us not getting along all happened because I got her started in show business, right? So then she gets Pretty Woman and becomes the biggest star in the world. And one day she got sick of it and said, I don't want to hear his name anymore.
In a shocking turn of events, Hollywood superstar Julia Roberts is reportedly furious after her brother, Eric Roberts, disclosed surprising details about her personal life. Known for her iconic roles and beloved public image, Julia has managed to keep her private life largely out of the spotlight. However, Eric's revelations have sparked significant attention on the Roberts family, prompting speculation about what secrets have surfaced and how Julia is responding to this unexpected disclosure. In this video, we'll explore the details of this family drama, diving into the circumstances that may have provoked such a strong reaction from Julia. But first, let's take a closer look at her early life and career. Early life and career of Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts was born to Betty Lou Bredemus and Walter Grady Roberts in Smyrna, Georgia, on October 28, 1967. Both her parents were actors and playwrights, thus making the family setting she grew up in creative. This setting played an essential role in shaping her future as an actress. Julia's parents had performed in theatrical productions with the United States Armed Forces and later founded the Atlanta Actors and Writers Workshop, one of the first racially integrated theater companies in the country and a hotbed for children of all backgrounds. Among the many challenges presented to the Roberts family was the divorce of her parents in 1971, when Julia was but 4 years old. Her mother then married Michael Moats, which proved to be a disastrous marriage as it was a tumultuous relationship filled with abuse. It finally ended in 1983. Tragically, Julia's father died from cancer when she was 10, an even more powerful blow to her early life. Growing up in Smyrna, Julia attended several local schools, including Fitzhugh Lee Elementary School, Griffin Middle School, and Campbell High School. Initially aspiring to be a veterinarian and playing the clarinet in school, she shifted her focus to acting after graduation. Briefly attending Georgia State University, she soon left to travel to New York City to pursue her acting ambitions, signing with Click Modeling Agency and acting classes. In New York, Roberts had her full name officially registered with the Screen Actors Guild, as there was already another actor listed as Julie Roberts. Her acting debut came in the film Blood Red, 1987. The film was not released until 1989. In that year, she also received an important television role in the series Crime Story, playing a teenage rape victim. However, she gained wide recognition in 1988 with her role as a waitress in the independent film Mystic Pizza, which catapulted her into stardom. Written by Donald Petrie, this romantic comedy drama follows the lives of 3 Portuguese-American friends working at a pizzeria in Mystic, Connecticut. Julia played Daisy Araujo, a lead character along with Annabeth Gish and Lily Taylor in this film, and her performance, full of charm, humor, and vulnerability, sealed her status as an actress to watch. In Mystic Pizza, Daisy is free-spirited, a young romantic woman in search of love while trying to make it through the complex ways of young adult life. Charlie, Matt Damon, explores themes of class and romantic idealism, with Roberts skillfully portraying Daisy's journey of self-discovery and the challenges of youthful romance. Critics praised the film for its honest look at young women's lives. For Roger Ebert, it was carrying effortless charm and presented some eventual stars. Made on a relatively small production budget of $6 million, the film went on to gross about $12.8 million, becoming a major hit as an independent film and catapulting Roberts to Hollywood. Mystic Pizza was followed by Steel Magnolias in 1989, wherein Roberts played the role of Shelby Eatonton Latchery, a young bride suffering from diabetes whose health is in severe jeopardy and who has to battle very strong family ties. Directed by Herbert Ross and adapted from a play by Robert Harling, Steel Magnolias boasts an all-star cast that includes Sally Field, Dolly Parton, Shirley MacLaine, and Daryl Hannah. Shelby is a vibrant, determined, yet kind character who reveals her frailty and strength. The heart of the movie is her desire to be a mother, despite all the medical repercussions, which reveals a conflict between personal goals and family expectations. Julia Roberts' portrayal of Shelby Eatonton-Latchery in the movie version of Steel Magnolias remains one of the most powerful performances on screen, capturing the resilience and spirit of a young woman balancing personal desires with health challenges. Her character's relationship with her mother, Malin, played by Sally Field, became a focal point in the film, delving into themes of love, sacrifice, and the painful realities of familial loss. This mother-daughter dynamic underscores the film's exploration of female strength and family bonds, making Steel Magnolias a defining moment in Roberts' career. Steel Magnolias was released on November 15, 1989, and fared well critically and at the box office. It grossed about $83.8 million domestically on a budget of approximately $11 million. Praised for its heartfelt storytelling and powerful performances, the film struck a chord on both sides of the screen as audiences and critics celebrated this story about the eternal bonds of Southern women's friendship and resilience. Her role as Shelby won Roberts an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress and her very first Golden Globe Award for the same category, securing her position as a rising star in Hollywood. The film has given its audience several milestones regarding authentic Southern culture and the strength of female friendships, something quite often referenced in popular media and regarded as a symbol of womanly friendship and determination. And it still leaves its mark. The shooting location where Steel Magnolias was filmed, in Natchitoches, Louisiana, has become a tourist destination. The house where most of the movie took place is now a bed and breakfast called the Steel Magnolia House, to which many fans flock to experience a piece of cinematic history. Immediately after Steel Magnolias, Roberts' career started going upward with her iconic role in Pretty Woman, 1990, an icon of romantic comedy. This film is directed by Gary Marshall. It involves a story dealing with Roberts in the guise of Vivian Ward, a resourceful and spirited sex worker who finds herself in an unlikely romance with Edward Lewis, a wealthy businessman featured by Richard Gere. This transformation of Vivian from a street-smart survivor to a woman discovering her self-worth furthered the depths of the modernized Cinderella story. The infectious charm and vulnerability of Roberts here were especially praised in scenes like the one where she goes shopping on Rodeo Drive and utters the now famous line, "Big mistake, big, huge." The way she has humor intermingled with a social class commentary managed to solidify Vivian Ward as a favorite character and feminist symbol of self-discovery and empowerment. Her undeniable chemistry with co-star Richard Gere lent layers to the romance between Vivian Ward, a street-smart sex worker, and Edward Lewis, a wealthy businessman. This improbable match moved from transactional to heartfelt as it wound its way to one of the most memorable romantic conclusions in film. Upon its release on March 23, 1990, the movie became a box office sensation. It grossed over $463 million globally on just a $14 million budget. This wouldn't just cement Roberts' status as a Hollywood legend, but also send box office records tumbling for romantic comedies, hurdling her to superstardom and making her one of the first actresses to demand and receive salaries of over $20 million a film. The performance by Roberts reaped much critical acclaim, securing her a second nomination for an Academy Award, this time as Best Actress, besides her second Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Pretty Woman is often cited as one of the greatest romantic comedies, the basic instinct of this love story, crossing class barriers and speaking to others everywhere. The cultural resonance of the film remains at the core of many romantic comedies, stirring debates on class, relationships, and gender roles. Vivian became, since then, a symbol of empowerment, a true description of self-discovery amid difficult situations. Her style moments included the unforgettable red dress and the soundtrack of the film, featuring Roy Orbison's "Oh, Pretty Woman," which have also added to the movie's legacy that seems to live on. In 1991, Roberts took up the role of Tinkerbell in Steven Spielberg's Hook, the role which marked her versatility, even though the film received mixed reviews. After her interim vacation from leading roles, she resurfaced with The Pelican Brief, 1993, co-starring Denzel Washington to seal her position in Hollywood once again with her box office hit, which later followed. By the mid-90s, she was leading commercially successful romantic comedies like My Best Friend's Wedding, 1997, and Notting Hill, 1999, merging humor into romance. The pinnacle of Roberts's career was reached when she won the Academy Award for Best Actress in Erin Brockovich, where she played the role of a legal assistant who takes on corporate negligence regarding environmental issues. A performance such as this formed a very important juncture in proving that she was indeed capable of serious dramatic roles with depth and conviction. Coming off that Oscar win, Roberts did Ocean's 11 in 2001 and Ocean's 12 in 2004, again respectively, with a few of Hollywood's hottest stars, including George Clooney and Brad Pitt. She continued to branch out in the dramatic thriller Closer in 2004, really showing how well she could maneuver these different types of roles and character portrayals. In 2006, Julia Roberts made her Broadway debut in 3 Days of Rain, which, though receiving mixed reviews, was commercially successful. Her forays into different genres further continued with films like Charlie Wilson's War and the screen adaptation of Eat, Pray, Love, a bestseller by Elizabeth Gilbert. In 2023, with Leave the World Behind, Roberts comes back to the screen in a thought-provoking tale of collapse, technological dissolution of human connectedness, and racial dynamics. Penning the film is Sam Esmail from Rumaan Alam's bestseller, placing Roberts opposite Mahershala Ali, Ethan Hawke, and Kevin Bacon as an interesting ensemble. In this film, Roberts plays Amanda, a mother whose family vacation is disrupted by a mysterious blackout that affects their access to technology and communication. As events unfold, the character of Amanda is put through the ringer as she tries her way through a world of uncertainties that is dramatically degenerating. Roberts perfectly captures Amanda's complex emotions as she struggles to feel fear, confusion, and the instinct to protect her family. All these show her resilience amidst chaos. This character-driven story indeed enables Roberts to take the audience through the subtlety of her character's emotional landscape as she faces off against external threats and innermost phobias. Tensions rise when a black family shows up at their vacation retreat, seeking refuge from the unfolding crisis. This opens up the dynamics of race and class that prevail within the movie, and Amanda confronts her very own biases and assumptions. Roberts holds on to Amanda's unease and increasing acknowledgement of privilege in this context, making her performance relatable, yet thought-provoking, in equal measure. Leave the World Behind had its world premiere at AFI Fest on October 25, 2023. It later received a limited theatrical release starting November 22, 2023, before releasing on Netflix starting December 8, 2023. It received generally positive reviews from critics, with praised performances, foremost among them Roberts's, and a look into topical issues. It has a 75% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, indicating overall favorable reviews, but the audience reactions were more mixed at 42%. The critics commented that even though the pace of the movie was leisurely and at times simple with its message, it did manage to engage the audience with a character-driven storyline. Michael O'Sullivan with The Washington Post mentioned it plays like an M. It is a Night Shyamalan movie, yet it keeps itself firmly on the ground of social critique rather than supernatural elements, and successfully fuses suspense with social commentary. The movie had great success in viewership on Netflix. Less than a week into its release, the film reached the top of the streamers' charts. In early December 2023, the movie had racked up 41.7 million views after just 1 week of streaming. In early January 2024, it made Netflix's most popular films of all time list, placing 8th overall with 136.3 million views within its first 52 days. By September 2024, it will be the streamer's 5th most popular English-language film, with 143.4 million views. Leave the World Behind offers a contemporary exploration of technology's role in society and the fragility of normalcy amid crises. Its nuanced racial dynamics add complexity, inviting viewers to reflect on privilege and the social framework that underpins stability, especially when confronted with turmoil. This thematic relevance spurs conversations on technology dependence and societal breakdown, mirroring viewers' own anxieties. Such psychological thrillers now frequently incorporate social commentary, serving as both entertainment and a mirror of current societal apprehensions. Julia Roberts' performance stands out, embodying vulnerability and resilience within this context, thus enhancing the narrative's resonance. Self-image challenges Robert faced. Despite her established career, Roberts recently revisited the impact of social media hostility on self-image due to the resurfacing of a candid 2018 interview with Oprah Winfrey for Harper's Bazaar. In the interview, she disclosed the hurtful effects of derogatory comments on a makeup-free photo shared by her niece, Emma Roberts. This image, capturing a relaxed family moment, elicited harsh remarks about her appearance, provoking Roberts' reaction. "I was amazed at how that made me feel. I am a 50-year-old woman and I know who I am, and still, my feelings got so hurt." Her confession highlights the vulnerability even well-established figures face when subjected to such criticism. Roberts' reaction also pointed to the potentially devastating effects of social media negativity, particularly for younger users lacking the resilience that comes with life experience. She poignantly remarked, "What if I was 15? That is just devastating," underscoring her awareness of the broader social media toxicity that can harm emotional well-being across generations. The episode sheds light on how anonymity often emboldens cruelty online, raising questions about the psychological toll of virtual interactions that lack accountability. Her comments' resurgence has sparked significant support, with fans and celebrities alike rallying around her. Comedian Ali Wentworth shared a video montage with Julia's voiceover on these issues, amplifying conversations about the corrosive nature of online negativity. Comments from followers voiced agreement with Roberts, reflecting a collective yearning for a culture of positivity over baseless criticism. As one commenter noted, the call to spread positivity resonates as a growing movement towards healthier digital interactions. Tragic loss of her mother. Beyond her career, Julia Roberts has encountered profound personal challenges, including the loss of her mother, Betty Lou Bredemus, in February 2021 after a battle with lung cancer. This tragedy, following the suicide of her half-sister, Nancy Moats, placed significant emotional strain on Roberts and her family. Betty's passing marked the end of an era, reinforcing for Roberts the importance of familial bonds during periods of grief, and reminding her fans of her resilience amidst both personal and professional obstacles. Betty Lou Bredemus was more than just Julia's mother. She was a pivotal influence on her life and career. A former acting teacher and co-owner of an acting school in Georgia, Betty fostered Julia's love for performance from a young age. As the mother of 4 children, Eric Roberts, Julia, Lisa Gillen, and Nancy Moats, and grandmother to actress Emma Roberts, Betty's legacy extended beyond her family into the world of acting. Julia fondly recalled her first taste of fame while watching a movie with her mother, exemplifying the deep connection and shared experiences they enjoyed. After Nancy's tragic death in 2014, Betty moved into Julia's home, allowing them to be close during Betty's illness. This arrangement illustrated the depth of their family's support for each other during hard times. Following Betty's death, Roberts was supported by close friends who helped her navigate her grief, highlighting the essential role a strong support network plays during difficult times. Her friends provided emotional and practical support, creating an environment where her family could grieve together, a reminder that shared sorrow and memories foster healing. The successive losses of her mother and sister have led Julia to reflect on the importance of mental health, especially as it relates to the pressures of public life. Following Nancy's passing, Julia emphasized the importance of leaning on family and taking things hour by hour, a sentiment many have found comforting. She acknowledged that grief can feel isolating, yet is often more bearable when shared within a close, supportive unit, underscoring the importance of seeking help during crises. Her reflections resonate deeply with those who have suffered similar losses, illustrating that vulnerability and the courage to seek support are strengths. Julia's experiences have also stirred discussions around mental health and societal expectations of resilience, especially for public figures. Her words have reached many, reminding them that seeking support is essential. The presence of loved ones and friends during difficult times often becomes a powerful source of comfort, healing, and connection, showing that nobody is alone in their sorrow. Eric Roberts' feud with her. Julia Roberts' personal life has also been marked by a complex and, at times, strained relationship with her brother Eric Roberts, himself a celebrated actor. Known for his dynamic career and personal struggles, Eric has not hesitated to critique Julia's work, particularly her portrayal of Shelby Eatonton Latchery in Steel Magnolias, 1989. Born on April 18, 1956 in Biloxi, Mississippi, Eric was raised in an artistic family, where he developed an early passion for acting. His parents' divorce in 1971 separated him from his sisters, as he went to live with his father, while his mother raised Julia and her siblings. The loss of his father to cancer in 1977 deeply impacted Eric, who had attended Henry W. Grady High School in Atlanta, before honing his acting skills at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London and the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. Eric's acting career began on television with a role in How to Survive a Marriage, 1974, but he gained significant acclaim with his breakout role as Dave in King of the Gypsies, 1978, for which he received a Golden Globe nomination. This early success positioned him as one of Hollywood's most promising young actors. In 1983, his intense portrayal of Paul Snider in Star 80, a film directed by Bob Fosse exploring fame's dark side, earned him another Golden Globe nomination. He solidified his reputation as a powerful actor with his role as Buck McGee in Runaway Train, 1985, which won him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His performances from this era, particularly in films like Star 80 and Runaway Train, established him as an actor adept at embodying troubled, complex characters. However, Eric's career was marred by struggles with substance abuse in the late 1980s and early 1990s, affecting his access to major roles. Despite these challenges, he continued to work steadily, building a prolific filmography in smaller projects. His tumultuous journey is documented in his memoir, Runaway Train, or The Story of My Life So Far, where he reflects on both his career and his relationship with Julia. In his memoir, Eric voiced mixed opinions about Julia's performances, comparing her work in Mystic Pizza and Pretty Woman favorably to her role in Steel Magnolias. While Steel Magnolias brought Julia her first Academy Award nomination, Eric wrote, "Julia was good in Mystic Pizza, great in Pretty Woman, but not so much in Steel Magnolias, in my opinion." His criticism extended beyond Julia, as he felt that the entire ensemble cast, including Sally Field, Dolly Parton, Olympia Dukakis, Shirley MacLaine, and Daryl Hannah, delivered performances he described as chewing a lot of scenery, a term used to suggest overacting. He further critiqued the film's tendency to award praise to actors for emotional scenes, especially those involving tears, remarking, "We know that if an actor cries on film, they go to the top of the class. They get the Oscar nod because crying gets a lot of credit. It's the big joke in all acting classes." Eric Roberts' comments on his sister Julia's acting in Steel Magnolias underscore a nuanced critique of acting standards in Hollywood and the complex dynamics of sibling relationships in the spotlight. While he acknowledged Julia's authenticity in portraying a Southern girl, which played a significant role in her Oscar nomination, he suggested that her performance, though sincere, was not her best work. Eric's views highlight his belief that emotional performances can sometimes overshadow more subtle, layered portrayals, a stance that adds depth to his critique. These remarks drew considerable attention, not only because Eric is a fellow actor, but also because they reflect the sensitive dynamics of sibling rivalry in the film industry. His career, while successful, has often been viewed through the lens of Julia's global stardom, which he previously described as a worldwide phenomenon. Eric has acknowledged the impact of Julia's fame on how both he and she are perceived, suggesting it may have shifted the focus away from his accomplishments. Although he denies feeling jealous, his critique hints at a deeper emotional landscape marked by both admiration and rivalry. Following the backlash his comments received, Eric issued a public apology, expressing regret over what he called asinine and untrue remarks about Steel Magnolias. His apology, "I hope Julia will accept this public apology," revealed a reflective side, as he admitted that his struggles with addiction might have colored his reactions to Julia's success. In subsequent interviews, Eric was quick to emphasize that he harbors no intention of undermining Julia's achievements, which he views as well-deserved. He expressed respect for the authenticity and dedication she brings to her roles, particularly in the films that cemented her reputation. A representative for Eric further clarified that he regrets his earlier statements, acknowledging that they may not align with his true feelings upon deeper reflection. The public tension between Eric and Julia has often overshadowed their shared bond, especially as Eric has openly discussed the challenges of being Julia's older brother. Known for his roles in Runaway Train, 1985, and The Dark Knight, 2008, Eric has highlighted the complexities of watching Julia's meteoric rise transform the public's perception of their relationship, creating a narrative that they were rivals rather than supportive siblings. He has openly shared how Julia's international fame strained their relationship, leading to complex feelings of inadequacy and resentment, which, over time, he hopes to reconcile. As of now, Eric has mentioned that he is not allowed to discuss Julia publicly due to their ongoing feud. On the podcast Still Here Hollywood, he stated that while he loves his sister, she does not want him to talk about her or their family dynamics. This underscores the sensitive nature of their relationship, suggesting that while there is a desire for reconciliation, boundaries have been established. Despite these tensions, both siblings have expressed admiration for each other's work at various points. Eric has praised his daughter Emma Roberts' acting career, while acknowledging that both he and Julia have played roles in shaping her path in Hollywood. Julia's Ancestry controversy. In other news, Julia Roberts' recent revelation about her ancestry has captivated fans and the public, shedding light on unexpected family secrets that challenge her long-held identity. During her appearance on the PBS series Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr., she discovered that she is not biologically a Roberts, but rather a Mitchell. During the episode, historian Henry Louis Gates Jr. guided Julia through her family history, revealing that her presumed great-great-grandfather, Willis Roberts, had died in 1864, over a decade before the birth of Julia's great-grandfather, John Roberts. This startling timeline discrepancy prompted Julia to question her identity, exclaiming, "Oh wait, but am I not a Roberts?" Gates explained that Julia's great-great-grandmother, Rhoda Suttle Roberts, had an affair with a man named Henry MacDonald Mitchell Jr. after Willis's death, leading to the birth of John Roberts. This revelation was shocking for Julia, who humorously remarked, "So, we're Mitchells?" when Gates confirmed her new surname. The historian elaborated that through extensive genealogical research and DNA testing, they discovered a cluster of matches linking Julia to Mitchell, suggesting that she is indeed Julia Mitchell. Julia's reaction to this unexpected news was a mix of disbelief and fascination. She expressed that her mind is blown by the discovery, acknowledging the emotional complexity of learning such significant details about her lineage. Despite the surprising information, she maintained a sense of attachment to her identity as a Roberts. "I do prefer the name Roberts. This was a very unexpected turn." The revelation also highlighted the historical context of family lineage during the 1800s, when marriage licenses and birth certificates were not consistently recorded. Gates noted that due to these gaps in documentation, they relied on DNA testing to trace Julia's true ancestry. This discovery has broader implications beyond just Julia's identity. It touches on themes of family legacy and the complexities of understanding one's heritage. For many viewers, including fans of the show, it serves as a reminder of how family histories can be intricate and sometimes surprising. The episode resonated with audiences who appreciate the blend of personal storytelling and historical context that Finding Your Roots is known for. Moreover, this revelation adds another layer to Julia Roberts' public persona. Known for her roles in iconic films such as Pretty Woman and Erin Brockovich, this new aspect of her identity may influence how fans perceive her narrative as an actress and public figure. It emphasizes that even celebrities have complex backgrounds that may not align with their public identities. What are your thoughts on Eric's comments on his sister's success? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below.